Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fabulous edition of the 411 with Rehab. How's it going?
It's going good. It's summer.
It is summer. I'm so excited. So, of course, our guest, you know her, Miss Suzanne Click. You know her, you love her. She's back again. And we've got some fun stuff to talk about. So, it is summer.
It is.
We're going to talk about some fun summer activities here in a minute.
Yes.
But we're going to start with the audiology department.
Yes.
There at the rehab.
Yeah. So when I was here a few months back, I mentioned that we had a small flood.
Just a small
just
one.
A minor
just a
one.
Tiny.
And that unfortunately audiology was kind of where it all started.
Yeah.
And so they were hit the hardest.
Yeah.
And it ended up damaging all of their sound booths, their technology, any kind of hearing devices that we had back there, all destroyed. Yeah. So, and audiology is all about technology with the hearing.
I was about to say,
with
there's
the hearing
so
devices.
much technology.
Yes, it's so much technology that is involved with hearing aids and the hearing devices that we fit for children and adults. And so, unfortunately, that was all damaged. So. Audiology has been displaced since then. They are at the other end of our building, working out of a temporary space and being big troopers about it. And
way to go.
Yes, they're just there. They're plugging through. And unfortunately, because of that, there have been some services that we've had to not be able to do that we have had to hold off on, specifically in the pediatric areas, because a lot of the pediatric testing and fitting is very technical. You have to have a very quiet space. You have to have a certain type of sound booth, certain type of equipment that we just have not had.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting on that. They are doing a few things pediatric wise now that they have got some equipment in, but for the most part that is not happening. But they did get a temporary sound booth installed. So they are able to do testing and fittings and those sorts of things for adults. Unfortunately, we have 3 audiologists and 1 audiologist. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what her title is. Oh, I'm going to get this wrong. Anyway, she's a technology specialist that can fit hearing devices.
Okay.
And so, but there's only 1 sound booth, so they're having to really manage their time and make sure that they get people in a timely manner. But they are doing those. They're still doing adult hearing evaluations, hearing aid fittings, consultations, tinnitus evaluations, which is the ringing in the ear and the buzzing in the ear, which affects a lot of people. They're still able to do that. They're still able to do cochlear and middle ear implant mapping and programming, and then custom ear molds for hearing aids, hearing protection, swimmers, musicians, things like that, which we're going to talk about in a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're all, fortunately, they're able to do that. So that's good. And they are anticipating by the end of June to have their 2 new state-of-the-art, brand new audiology booths installed in their real home.
In their
real home. And then with that comes all new technology that is state of the art, and they're just super excited. And as audiologists, they're like I said, it's so technical that getting the newest, the latest, the greatest stuff is wonderful for us to be able to serve our patients with that. And so we're excited about that.
Yeah.
And of course they're getting new paint, new flooring, new facelift back in their area.
Clean.
It's gonna smell clean. It's gonna be clean. It's gonna be great once it's all done. So we're hoping that by the end of summer that they'll be, for the most part, back up and running at full capacity in their new, old but now new area.
Yeah,
so we're excited about we're excited about that. And then as far as the rest of the building goes, we're still working on renovations, construction. Unfortunately, our patients are having to be seen in a construction zone, and we apologize. But everybody has been so understanding and just patient with us, and we appreciate that. So
well, construction takes a while. There's no way around that. It takes a while, and the end result is going to be great.
It is. We're so excited when we're finally done. We're going to have this beautiful facelift and new areas and new paint and new floors and all of that. So we're excited, but it's just taking some time. So we appreciate our patients, sticking with us and being patient. So
Awesome. So okay, let's kind of go back a little bit to what now that we know what's coming.
Yes.
So audiologist.
Yes.
You said it was very technical. There's a lot of things that, they test for and they do.
Yes.
What all do they do?
Yes. So they're doctors of audiology.
Yeah.
So they have their doctorate degree, and they really focus on quality of hearing and making sure that people are hearing the best that they can.
Yeah.
Hearing is one of our senses, and when it's gone, it's a huge lack of communication for family, for of course the patient and then their families, and it cuts them off from the world.
Yeah.
And can be very isolating, and we love to be able to give that gift of hearing back through a hearing technology. But that is just one of the many things that they do in audiology. They, like I said, they treat tinnitus, so ringing or buzzing in the ear can be very.
And some people may not know they have this. They just kind of live with it.
They kind of live with it, and it's it can be very debilitating. And so we can help with that. We certainly treat all ages. So the itty bitties that come out of the hospital that maybe have not passed their hearing screen, we can retest them, and then if they do have hearing loss, kind of get them on the path to hearing. We can do what is called cochlear mapping, so those that have the actual cochlear implant for their hearing, which is surgically put in, and then we're able to follow up with the mapping of that. We do that, and then of course all the hearing technology that we can fit all ages with, and that really has come so far. As I always say, it's not your grandfather's hearing aid anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, the hearing technology is incredible. It can
Sometimes you don't even see.
No, they're very small. They're very just you really, like you said, you don't even know it's there. And then, but what it can do is just amazing. I mean, it can pair with your Bluetooth. It can pair with your television. It can, yes, all of the things there's some hearing aids that have fall detection. So for those that have, issues with falling or balance, it can detect falls. There's some that can translate languages.
Wow.
Yes. So
that would come in handy.
Yes, so it's incredible what it can do, but also just the ability to give somebody their hearing back, and how far that has come is just incredible. So it's really neat to be able to see these families that come in that their mom or dad or grandmother or grandfather haven't really heard well for years, and they finally take that step and come in and get fit, and it's just life changing, and it's really neat to be able to walk them through that step, and then after they're fit, it's not over. I mean, it's a process.
Right.
Our audiologists always say that it's not one and done, and so they can come in and they have all of their follow-up appointments with us. Any kind of issues that they're having after being fit, if they need to be adjusted, their ear molds are bothering them, those all those sorts of things that all can be taken care of after the sale of the product. And a lot of times nowadays, hearing aids are sold. You can get them on Amazon. You can go, to Sam's, and you see people that are selling hearing aids, which is fine. But just know that the follow-up is not there after that.
And it's not personalized either.
No, it's not. And so they, a lot of times they'll do that, and then they'll come to us later and say, I purchased these, online, and they don't work.
Right.
And so, it's an education process, but we're very, like I said, our doctors of audiology are highly skilled, and they're wonderful. They're sweet ladies, and they're great to work with. So,
that sounds amazing. And so it's, what I've noticed through all of our conversations, rehab really takes a proactive approach.
Yes.
So if you have questions, maybe you're thinking,
absolutely,
so you would rather people come to you and check that off the list and be like, no, that's not it. Let's find something else.
Correct. If you have any concerns about your hearing health, either you personally or somebody that you love, we always invite you to come in and just have a consultation, and let's just talk about it. So nobody's going to push you on any kind of a product. They're not going to try to sell you technology that is not appropriate for you. They'll talk you through what is the best plan for you, and then they'll follow you throughout your whole experience. So it's really neat to see.
That is, and that's another theme that just keeps recurring here is personalization.
Yes.
And really tailoring a plan, just everything to that person.
Absolutely. And hearing aids, they're not cheap. It's a commitment. Yeah. And some insurances will cover some of them. Some of them will cover a portion of it. Some of them only cover, that maybe the hearing evaluation, but not the product. And we definitely have options for all, income levels. And so don't just come in thinking, oh, I'm going to go in and they're going to try to sell me $15,000 worth of hearing aids if you don't need that. That's not the case at all. We're not going to put you in something and make you uncomfortable in any way, financially or, with the technology that's fit. So, we want people to be happy with the product that they get. So
exactly, because they got to keep coming back.
Absolutely.
So you want people happy.
Yes, we want people to be happy. So, so we've got all that going, and then it is summer.
Yes,
so
summertime.
Yeah. So our audiologist, I was visiting with her, and she was telling me of all these cool things that they can do with hearing aids and plugs and all of those things for summer, because part of summer is swimming.
Oh yeah.
So they said it's important to get your hearing aids ready for summer, and so they can offer swimming headbands that keep water out and earplugs in. So if you are wearing earplugs, then you can put this band over your head, and it keeps the moisture out, and where you can still swim with the plugs in. So that's really cool. And then they have doctor recommended earplugs, custom earplugs that they can do. They're called swimmers.
Oh, right, yeah.
For mostly kids that if they've had tubes or those sorts of things, then their doctor, usually their ENT, doesn't want them swimming. Mm-hmm. But we can do custom plugs for them and keep that, like I said, the headband, and keeps the moisture out, so they can swim all summer and not have to worry about,
I was about to say, you can't
damaging their little eardrums. So so that's kind of fun. And then some of the other things, like I said, custom swim plugs. They're made for your ears, so they actually take a mold of your ear canal, and so the plugs will fit specifically to your ears. Yeah. And so
you can't share them.
So you can't share them, but they'll last a long time, and they're going to keep the 99% of the water out versus just like a regular earplug that you put in. And so that's pretty neat. And then hearing aids and moisture are not friends, from what I understand. Yes, with it being summer, it's hotter, you're sweating more, of course, all of those things. And there's actually a way for you can bring your hearing aids in, and they have dryers that will air out your hearing aids and sanitize them as well. So just think about those kind of things as we're going into summer. The custom plugs, the custom headbands, all of the things that we can offer you that to help you get through the summer.
Exactly.
So and then they also do custom earplugs for like the earbuds. Everybody's using them now. They're wonderful, but they're not necessarily comfortable.
Yeah. And if you wear them for a long time, they can get pretty uncomfortable.
Yes, so we can do custom molds for those. Okay. And you come in, like I said, they take a impression of your ear canal, and they just fit on top of the earbud, and it's very comfortable. I have some myself. I love them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they're wonderful. We do custom hunters earplugs for hunters. So avid hunters that are out, they muffle the sound of the gun when you're shooting, but release it so you can hear when you're not shooting. That would be a really cool Father's Day gift.
I know, I was about to say Father's Day.
Just a little idea. So, but yeah. So they do all those things, and so they don't just fit hearing aids. They do all kinds of things in audiology. So
that's amazing. Yeah, and that's kind of something that not a lot of people realize. I think, is because we have, basically kind of a one-stop shop here locally.
Yes.
And I know musicians have, the in-ear, what they call the in-ear, and so they can hear themselves and everything going on. But y'all do those too?
Yes, we do. We do that for musicians. I'm sure you guys, in the media, y'all use them. And so, yes, we can do custom plugs, and they're very comfortable. They're fit for your ears. And it's really, So and those are things we can do right now. Yeah. Today, you just call, make an appointment, and they'll get you fit. So,
yeah. That is awesome. So you can walk in and, hey,
Yeah, just get me some custom stuff. And again, great ideas for gifts for family and friends and
birthday, Father's Day, Christmas,
what
are everything, all the holidays.
All the holidays, or just because.
Just a treat yourself, right?
So it's really neat.
Fantastic. Well, y'all, that's a lot going on.
Yeah.
That is definitely a lot going on, and a lot of things y'all can do there. So if somebody has, questions, or your website's great, where can they kind of find out more about all of this?
So our website is a great tool. westtexasrehab.org is a great place to go on and get contact information, find out a little bit more about the services that we offer. Or they can call our number and ask for the audiology department, and they can send them over there directly. They can talk to their primary care physician about a referral for our services. If you are going to come and see about getting hearing technology, we do ask for a referral, just simply because if there is any insurance that we're filing to get some benefits, then we would be able to file that with the physician referral. But if you don't have insurance, you're not going to be filing insurance, then we don't need a referral. You can just call and make an appointment. So
fantastic.
Yeah, so it's an easy process. We want to make it easy, and we're excited. Like I said, we have a great staff, and they're there to help, and they're truly experts at what they do. So I promise you'll have a good experience.
And plus, all the new equipment coming.
Yes,
and then the new building.
Yes, by the end of summer, hopefully they will be up and running with their new audiology booth, soundproof booths, and their new technology and their facelift to their area. So
it'll be fun just to go take a tour.
Yes, we plan to have a grand opening when everything is finally complete and done, and so we're excited about that.
That is awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us. Is there anything else you want to add, mention, get out there, tell the people?
I think I covered most of it, and hopefully I was able to enlighten some people on audiology and some of the cool things we're offering this summer. So
perfect.
I appreciate you having me.
Of course. Well, if y'all have any more questions, all their information, of course, is on the bottom of the screen. Just go to their website or give them a call, and hey, come back for the next episode of 411. We'll see you next time.